You might have remembered, literally 5 or 6 months ago now, the chief prosecutor of the ICC, the International Criminal Court, the international court that tries individuals for war crimes and such, crimes against humanity, genocide, etc. He asked the courts to issue arrest warrants for Benjamin Netanyahu and Yoav Gallant. Benjamin Netanyahu being the Prime Minister of Israel, Gallant being the Defense Minister, I believe, or whatever they call it there, like the Minister of the Military Minister, you know, the one who's ultimately responsible for the military. He issued arrest warrants for them. Very watered down arrest warrants too. He didn't dare charge them with genocide, whatever. He said that he had been threatened by Israel for years. They have been threatening him a ton to try and get him to not do anything like this. This is someone like, you know, Karim Khan. He's like a liberal jurist. He would not be in the position that he was if he was not. If they didn't think that they could control, if they being like Western nations didn't think they could control him to some respect. But you know, Israel is so bad that he couldn't really justify like not going after them finally, because his professional reputation couldn't, you know, it would not hold up to it. It's too obvious. And he was complaining months ago about threats and harassment. You know, like pro-Israel lawyers were trying to like file claims against him and shit. Obvious bullshit. And in his arrest warrant for the Israelis, he even like both sides did, like half of the people who he asked for arrest warrants for were Israelis, the other half were like Hamas leaders and stuff. He was trying to make it a both sides thing, you know. He did like everything he possibly could to concede to Israel and their side, given the circumstances. And Israel has been threatening him. They have made it clear that they're doing everything possible to get out of ever having to face the music in court. And now, coincidentally, Karim Khan is facing sexual misconduct allegations. An unnamed anonymous ICC staffer at the precisely perfect moment is claiming that they were abused by him or something. Oh, I never could have seen it coming. Yep, I'm 100% sure the chief prosecutor of the ICC has been like a horrid abuser for like, you know, his 30-year professional career, and it just so happens to be coming out right now that he's finally going after Israel. It's so obvious that shit is going on behind the scenes here. There's never going to be any justice for Palestinians in international institutions. It's so obvious. Finally, someone, despite his nature as a liberal, has the balls to try and do something, does everything possible to coddle the Israelis while he does it, and this still happens. And extremely exceptionally, they are taking so long. The court, because he applied for an arrest warrant to the court, right? Hold on, I'm checking how long it took on the turnaround for the Putin arrest warrant by the ICC. Okay, it took less than a month. You can see what's going on here, right? It's so fucking obvious. Karim Khan issued his request for an arrest warrant against Putin on the 22nd of February 2023. On the 17th of March 2023, the warrant was issued by the court. Less than a month turnaround. Around 3 weeks. In this case, it has taken 5 months and they haven't even done it yet. And now Karim Khan is magically accused of sexual misconduct. Give me a fucking break. It's so obvious what's being done here. It is so fucking shameless. It's just because it's Israel. Because it's Israel. Israel is excluded from the same international justice system as any other Western nation is. It's only for their enemies and random African countries. The darker their skin is, the more likely they are to be brought before the ICC. Fucking bullshit. I'm so sick of this crap, man. I mean, like, Israel lobby organizations filed with, like, the UK, whatever you call, like, the Bar Association in the UK, to get Karim Khan, disbarred from being a lawyer because he filed arrest warrants against Netanyahu. It is so blatant. And that none of this is mentioned in, you know, if this was being done by like Russians or something, it would be the front page story in the New York Times for 2 weeks straight. Everyone would know all about it. Like the boogeyman of Russian interference in reality is like Israeli, Western, US interference.